Hey, peace to the fam. It's your brother Maurice again, getting up here to talk to, the family and whatnot. Not because I want to, but because I have to. I got to get better at doing this to put the information out on what's going on our land. Like I said, it's an obligation, so I need to get better with doing this. So, here we go. I post a lot of things talking about alchemy and conjuring and whatnot, and our sciences and our magic and how they play a role in what's going on and what we see going on around us today. And when I speak about such things, I'm not talking about manipulating reality to, personally for me, it can be to, bag a lover or, win money or, make the dude down the street toenails fall off and fingernails fall off because, he messed around with my woman or some shit like that. Even though it can be used for all of that, this is on like a grander scale. And that's one of the things why we're in the condition as the people that we are now, is because in the past our sciences have been used pretty much against each other in that aim and the direction that it should be, and that's against the devil. And when I say devil, I'm not talking about some dude with horns living in the fucking middle of the earth with a pitchfork and a red suit and a tail and all that shit, where that's some fairy tale bullshit that they told us as children to frighten us and push their religious concepts onto us and pretty much freeze us in our spiritual path and ascension. So alchemy, conjuring, what does that do? What does that have to do with what's going on the land? Well, if any, most who keep up with current events in the news know that climactically speaking, there's been a lot going on. For one, it's been real hot in that motherfucker. It's been real hot. And it ain't gonna do nothing but keep getting hotter and hotter. That's because, for one, we're in what's called a sun cycle. And, I urge everyone to not believe anything I'm saying, but if anything that I say, resonates with you, then go do your research on it and confirm it for yourself. Let me get this out, because that's going to fucking crack this table again so high. So, boom, when it comes to conjuring, that has to do with this entity and this energy right here. Sekhmet. See that? See that right there behind her right there? See that right there? That, boom, see that? Boom. Now, myself and a very close friend of mine, Michelle O'Brien. How you doing out there, Michelle? Love you. Keep doing what you're doing. We conjured for that. See this key right here? This gold key. That had a lot to do with a lot of energy was put in this damn thing. That's the symbol of her lodge, to bring that from up here to down here. And it's not per se taking credit for it. It's being aligned with the energies that are prevailing in our planet now. You see? So it's just gonna keep getting hotter and hotter year after year after year. And that shit is making sea levels rise. You can look all of this up. Fucking ice shelves are falling all across the motherfucking Antarctic. I think they talk about 16 feet in sea level rise. They push it into the fucking like 2,000 motherfucking goddamn 500 and shit like that. But they know it's gonna go down a lot sooner than they're saying in their papers and shit. Like, this shit's happening now in real time. Again, you've heard me say it before. Pay attention to the sun and what's called coronal mass ejections and solar flares, because all of that is Sekhmet energy on the rise, fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I say, the solar activity is having a profound effect on our planet, as well as the inhabitants of the planet. All creatures is going to pretty much survive if your ass is still going to be here or not. You know, it's quickening things. Synchronicities, you know, a lot of y'all probably who are in tune or experiencing just seeing number sequences out the ass. I mean, you driving, you're going to see 555-222-999-000 all over the goddamn place. The synchronicities when you're thinking about something, boom, it pops up right then and there. Just all sorts of synchronicities. You know, you fucking thinking of something, you look down, it's right on the magazine cover. That's because what we're witnessing now, because, again, like I say, the sun is the most important thing in this whole fucking get up. If that motherfucker goes out, like we got like 9 minutes before it lights out on our ass. It would change the get down on this motherfucking rock real quick. We be scrambling and shit like that. The whole motherfucker be fucked up. So yeah, that has a lot to do with segment energy. And then how does that correlate with like conjuring and whatnot? Like I say, you know, we picked a specific night, you know, like a full moon night. We had music, we had certain things like this key, you know, which had to search, had to go way up to an antique shop in Williamsburg to find this key, to make it happen. Like I say, I ain't going against Johnny down the street. I'm going against that motherfucker D to the E to the V to the I to the A. Yeah. So, boom. There's droughts all over the motherfucking place. Our country is in a severe drought. Europe is getting hit hard. All of its major rivers are drying up. That has, you know, a lot to do with in Mexico, everywhere. Shit like this isn't going to be reported. And like I say, that's when they want to distract us. They want to distract us with the fucking Johnny Depp. Who gives a fuck about Johnny Depp and his fucking girlfriend? Stupid shit like that. Even to the grander scale when you got Pelosi going to fucking Taiwan. All of that shit is a distraction to not tell you and me what's going on the grander scale. First, within our whole planet. Second, within our solar system. And thirdly, within the galactics. Now, when I start talking galactically, that's really when I fucking start sounding crazy. But just go do your research. When the head of the Israeli Space Federation or whatever, it's a couple of years, you know, when Trump was in office, this motherfucker, now this the head of their fucking space agency, the Israeli Space Agency. He says there's a galactic federation and Trump knows about it. Why would he say something like that? This is carried in all of the major media, you know what I'm saying? CNN, CBS, NBC. You can go look this up. Head of Israeli Space Station says that there's a galactic federation and Trump knows about it. So, what does the Galactic Federation have to do with it? You've heard me say that the Queen of Heaven and Earth, if she doesn't have a face-to-face, and we the people don't see our three kings, which is Larry Hoover, Stan Tukey Williams, and Angel Malik Bey, then Big Mama girls gonna keep walking the land. That we the people can't see our leaders, our three kings, and she needs to have a face-to-face with Larry Hoover. I don't care if you believe me in that. But Big Mama gonna do her thing, right? Now, boom, again, what does this have to do with conjuring? Like I say, there's beings such as myself that are here and they know what time it is. This war's been going on a long time, for a long time. We've been fighting this devil, and now, well, let's say, we're in the final scenes of this battle. This is some very important and exciting times that we live in. For if you are in tune with what's going on, it's very exciting. Like, I'm very excited because the devil's getting his ass handed to him, and he's finally getting the fuck off of our fucking planet. Because you got to go into the book of Revelations when they say there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angel warred against that old serpent, right? And boom, Michael prevailed, and he cast. Now this is the war that went on in heaven a long time ago, and then they don't ever tell us that the war stopped. So boom, this motherfucker and 200 of his conspirators were thrown down to this planet here. And been fucking shit up here ever since. So, this is the war that myself and others like myself are engaged in. This war that never started. This war that started in the heavens and can continue into this day. And per the movement of the great clock, the devil know his ass is about to get handed to him. And I'm doing everything that I can to assist in that shit. If I gotta just be a little piece of sand in that motherfucker eye so that someone on my team can deliver the fucking fatal blow to that bitch, I'm down with it. I do not have to be the superstar in it. But the more of us who know, that's the purpose of this tape, of what's going on, what we can do. See, and this helps you, this keeps you from feeling so helpless in the situation, that there is something that we can do in this battle. You know, I can't go speak with, you know, a world leader about this, that, and the third, but I can do something in my own environment to shift the needle for, you know, in the direction that I would like to see things go. And that's to get these devils off our planet one. And a lot of what I'm talking about today has to do with, is encompassed in the hashtag Free Larry Hoover battle cry. Is to clean our land, air, and water. Those three things, to clean that up. Because since these motherfuckers came onto this planet, this land, they've been doing nothing but poisoning it. So there's a process that needs to take place. And that's all, excuse me, goes into, again, with the Conjuring and how this all plays into what we see going on. Like I say, you know, initiated a Conjure the segment because our weapons aren't like the weapons of these fucking beasts, where they design guns to shoot down motherfuckers or bombs to drop on and kill 200,000 motherfuckers. That shit is it's insane. It's insane. And then they have us fooled where we send our children to get slaughtered. If all mothers on the planet would call their babies back home and refuse to send them to die for these animals, the whole planet would change. And a lot of what I'm saying, again, I tell y'all, not to be biting off anybody, but the information is all wise, right, and exact. There's a brother named Rod Hayes, R-O-D-H-A-Y-E-S. I'm repeating a lot of what I heard him say, and I've put it to the test, and it's exactly what this brother is saying is what's going down. So, how do we clean up the waters, the air, and the land? This is going to get in the segment, and this is going to be another energy from our ancestors. And this is from the Orisha tradition, and this is Oshun. Oshun is the keeper of the sweet waters and the rivers, right? Now, you know, there's been a lot of flooding going on in Kentucky and fucking St. Louis, and Las Vegas is fucking flooding. And then the hottest place on this goddamn land, the lowest, below sea level, Death Valley just got flooded like a motherfucker. That's what we bring in Oshun. This right here is river water I just collected from the southern branch of the Elizabeth River out in Deep Creek. All my Deep Creek fans, what's up? You know, I grew up along these waters, and they're very special to me to have a love for them. And speaking of Conjure, I just didn't collect this motherfucker just to let it sit. Now I'm gonna do some hocus pocus Alice Shazam on this shit to bring about what's in accordance with what's going on. Because like I say, our weapons are not the weapons of the beast. No. Our weapons and the weapons of who we serve are earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, lightning, hail, high winds, volcanoes, and all that shit. That's what we do. Motherfucking nature. Big to the motherfucking mama. Big Mama and her daughters, like Sekhmet and Oshun. So, boom, how does it work? This is what's going down now. You got severe drought in certain parts of the land on this planet. And then you got severe flooding going on, right? That's the process of cleaning this shit up. Boom. I was explained by the brother Rod Hayes, and his words actually led me to go do this with Oshun. Is, boom, the water is taken up in areas where they're experiencing severe drought. That goes up into the air, doesn't it, right? Cleaning the air, right? And then it comes down in the places where it's most needed, right? Boom, and causes flooding. That water cleans the land of all of its fucking poisons and pollution and all the bullshit that these motherfuckers that they've been doing since they got to our land, polluting it. Then that water trickles down into the earth, doesn't it? To be filtered out, right? And then to return back up as sweet waters. And Oshun is the keeper of the sweet waters and the rivers and whatnot on the planet, out of the ocean. So that Oshun energy is all behind that. And like I say, all of this Big Mama got her daughters marching and her sons marching. That's what all all that, this lightning going on across the land and shit like that. That's, believe it or not, just from the conjure, the Crip walking. When Snoop Dogg got up there and did all that motherfucking, we had the fucking Crip Walk challenge and all that bullshit. That shit was fucking charging shit up on the planet to shoot it up into the motherfucking atmosphere and make shit happen. We move different than these motherfucking devils, where all they know how to do is amass and slaughter a whole bunch of motherfucking people. We really can't wait until the day when these motherfuckers are off our planet and we can return to living back in harmony with one another, and also with the other creatures, the winged creatures and the four-legged creatures and the creatures that are in the oceans. They quite ready for the motherfucker to get off of this planet too. And they getting off. One of the things that has to happen though, and I'm gonna reiterate this, is the Queen of Heaven and Earth has to have a face-to-face with Larry Hoover, or shit just gonna keep getting. And then besides that, we the people have to see him. We have to have our three kings walk in this land. It's up to us to call for that, though, and to do things to make it happen. Like this water, when I'm finished with it, it's gonna go back into the Elizabeth River. And then when I do it, I'm renaming that motherfucker. Who renamed it nasty ass Elizabeth fucking River? That's not the name we have for that river on our land. I'm gonna rename the motherfucker Oshun River when I put this water back in it. That at one time the Elizabeth River was one of the most polluted rivers in the country. And it came from a substance called creosote. You know the shit you see on the telephone poles? That shit was 5 to 10 feet fucking thick down at the bottom. And had